Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We're broadcasting from the beautiful Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museum. Today, we want to focus on the power that's within us. You know what surprises me about my journey, and maybe it is the same for you? There is so much power in the soul. And you can have power on the super positive and constructive level, which is raising the vibrations for humanity. And there's also a power of the super destructive level that is actually bringing down the vibrations of our humanity. And both are very powerful. And you know, I'm thinking about a bodybuilder. There used to be this comic book, Archie. Oh, I hope I'm not breaking any commercial rules, but there used to be this comic book, Archie, and there was always a little ad in there. This is way back, an ad in there of a little skinny guy who's like 90 pounds, and he's like really skinny. And then the ad was about some sort of a building and drinking, and then, you know, after he did it, he became this big muscular guy, right? And I don't know why I was always kind of stuck by that. Like, that always made me think that even though he seems small, there was a strength in him that he had not recognized. And it wasn't until he started to serve the strength that he had envisioned of himself did he become this really muscular guy. And in the same way for us, there is such a strength within us, but we don't serve it as we can. I wouldn't say should, as we can. So we can look at the world right now. There are two energies that are coexisting. The mass media and the people with a lot of money and who are in a lot of power have the ability to reveal to us what they want us to see. Just look at networks that are investing billions of dollars in the television programming that you are watching, the music that you listen to. They have mastered what vibrational frequency grabs people's attention and holds them there in a way that they stop thinking. Turn on the news, leave it on for a whole week, and watch and see. You just stop thinking and you just follow whatever they tell you to do. And your energy, without you knowing, or maybe you know, the power in you is getting less, and the only power when it's fed by that negative or wasteful consciousness, the only thing that's getting strong in you is algae. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, my acronym that I use to define what body consciousness is. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much of that energy vibration are you serving? How much did you serve of that yesterday? How much will you serve today? Whatever you're looking at, listening to, are pulled towards, there is a power in you. Is the power, though, focused on raising your energy, which means you are contributing to leaving something behind for the next generation to follow? Or are you just consuming and eating everything up with no intention to leave anything behind for anyone? It's a power. So the power to serve the algae energy, that anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, is a power. We're seeing it. We're seeing it with wars. We're seeing it as a result of financial greed there is poverty. There should be no poverty on the planet, but due to the law of karma and souls on their journey, there are things that people have done that they have to get the consequence of their choices. So as much as you and I don't want to see any of God's children suffering, the suffering is actually a kind of a repentance for the soul to come to some understanding that when they gave sorrow, there is a consequence in that. And so whatever, maybe it might be financial loss or physical ill health or no dignity of the body or the mind, whatever it is, the soul has to go inward to find some realization to break that. And the soul has the power to do that. He would have been like that skinny kid at that time. And he has to build himself back up. So how does he start that process? He has to see himself as a spiritual being of energy, a pure being of energy, a light being of energy, a pinpoint of eternal spark, of powerful light. I'm a soul. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a powerful soul. I might not have any money now. I might not have any dignity. I might not have anyone, but I am a powerful and a pure soul, and I will get out of this. Because to think like that within yourself is a humbling practice. And to be humble is a form of power. It is a virtue that is so rare in the world today. To find humility in people is like finding a needle in a haystack. So it's like everybody is just competing with each other and fighting with each other all the time. Now there's another power. This is the power the next normal is feeding us. The power to be a spiritual giant, which means, and I use this example a lot, when you're washing the dishes, you don't look like an average person washing those dishes. You're like Superman or Supergirl in the kitchen washing those dishes. The force is in you. When you're sweeping the floor in your homes, you don't look like you're just sweeping it out of repulsion or labor. You know, it's like Wonder Woman. There's a power in her. She sweeps it with intention and with that vibration. There's a power in her. And even if you watch her as she walks and moves and sweeps the floor, and the way she washes the dishes, she's intentional. She's aware. I'm a Wonder Woman. I'm a spiritual giant. My life is filled with grace and power. Versus, I cannot stand why the kids don't help me and the husband, nobody cares for me, nobody. It's two different energies. So a lot of us confuse power as money. Yes, money is a power. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't have money, that's a problem. There's the power of beauty. Yes, when somebody has physical beauty, there's a power in that. But there's nothing wrong if you don't look like that girl or that guy on the front cover of Cosmopolitan or GQ magazine. Your beauty doesn't have to always be external. It's an inner assignment. I have met people with physical features that look completely not like somebody on the front cover of Vogue. But the aura of light and divinity of God around them, they beat a Cindy Crawford, a Kim Kardashian any day. I tell you that as a fact. As a fact. That divinity and beauty of their spirit, nobody cares the size of their nose, how plump their lips are, how wide their eyes are. It's the spirit within, the power of their beauty inside of themselves that says, wow, that's some powerful being. That's a beautiful spirit. So when you look at serving the power within you, you must come to this conclusion God's got my back. I'm not alone on this journey. The power is already there. I have to feed it. For the souls who work and live with me, they know one of the things that gets me really anxious is when I observe that they're not using their potential, especially when I, as a leader, have revealed to them what potential is. You do the things you think you cannot do. And for the life of me, I have experienced there are people who just say no. They don't break through their limited worlds. They don't think they want to do it. And every time I see that, I can't tell you how it hurts me. And even me being hurt is a limitation. But it's like there are many things connected to it. Can't you see your potential and you're limiting yourself? Second, your limitation of consciousness is limiting our space. Third, your limited vibration might influence me to also become like you, because they've mastered being limited in their vision, in their consciousness, and in their way of being. And that means I have to work 10 times harder to keep my energy up so I don't get influenced, because they have a power in mastering that energy frequency. But I am working on the power that I haven't mastered yet. And I have to keep going because I'm climbing the mountain. And every mountain has a peak. And everyone has the ability to reach their peak, whether by force or by love. So the power is there, but are you feeding it? Are you feeding it? If you have an auspicious thought, do you act on it? If you think of doing something great or charitable, do you do it or do you postpone it? Every time you postpone a charitable thought, it gets weaker in its return to you. Whenever you postpone an auspicious task, you don't know what obstacles might come in between that if and when you decide to do it, it's very laborious. Your power is in your quality of thinking, your belief system, your trust factor, your faith factor in God. The more you use God's energy, there are no fears in you. They get less. If you are living a life of dignity and divinity and service and truth, your fears, your limits, your lack should be reducing, because He fills you up. There is something Sister Gita used to share in her classes, and before we go into meditation, I'll offer you that. She used to tell us about a bucket of dirty water. And she used to tell us that when you study Raj Yoga meditation and you practice to have remembrance of you, the soul, with God, the supreme energy, you're pouring in a clean energy into the energy within the soul that has become dirty. The energy of dirt in the soul is the influence of algae in your personality. So she used to tell us, every time you pour in God's love and God's vibrations into you, eventually that clean vibration uproots and removes the dirty energy that is in the soul. And it's so true. So every day, for the power within you to really be effective, keep the energy of God's vibrations pouring into you. You could be sitting, eating, walking, talking. Just take the soul's thought to God's light, into that orb of light. You know, where people talk about near-death experiences, that when they leave the body, they see this tunnel they go through, and then there's a light. So now you know that the soul has an automatic connection to this light, whether you're good or bad. The soul will experience this light. And so in the teachings of Raj Yoga meditation that we teach here, your soul connection to God while you are alive is the pouring in of power in you. Power will make you happy. Power will make your love consistent. Power will make you very trusting. Power will give you confidence. Power will give you resilience. Power will give you compassion. Power will give you insight. Power will give you clarity. Power will make you resilient, creative. It's unending. It's incredible, right? So do you want the power that raises the vibration? Do you want to invest in that energy? Or do you want the power that is destroying everything? The climate, the earth, everything. Let's take some time and go into a beautiful meditation on, have a vision for yourself now of seeing yourself filled with power. And let's settle into this moment together.
A vision of love. Let me take this time, this very sacred time, and sit in the emerged awareness that I am a companion to all human beings. Feel that. I see you. I honor the part you're playing. I thank you for being you, because only you can play your part, and only I can play mine. We stand together on the stage of life. As I greet you, I greet myself. As I see the beauty in you, I see the beauty in me. And when I hear you, you can hear me. To support your part, I play my part the best I can. I will be loyal and committed to the part I've been given, even if it's still not clear and it continues to shift and change. But what I do know is I sit here in a vision of love, that I have good wishes for you, my fellow traveler on the journey. Because each and every one of us come from the same source, God, the Supreme Being. I know we are stronger together than divided. And at this very special moment, I hold this vision of love and allow a greater peace, goodness, and harmony to thrive for you, for me, and for our world.
Wonderful, huh? What a beautiful scenery and imaging. I have to really applaud Brother Santosh for the incredible production quality that he offers our program and everybody who is behind the scenes in making this come true. So let's look at what chat is saying, or AI, awakened intelligence. Having the power within you means recognizing and harnessing your inner strengths, abilities, and potential. It's the understanding that you have the capacity to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and thereby influence your life and environment positively. I like that. Influence your life and the environment. So we need self-awareness, self-confidence, resilience, empowerment, and inner peace. Harnessing this inner power often involves practice, meditation, self-reflection. I can't wait for AI to say, watch the next normal. All right then, let's go to our beautiful Sister Gita, who's got some really juicy stuff for us. Here is the Sister Gita effect. Enjoy her words of wisdom.
An angel whispered, "How can I create happiness? Who am I? I am not sure I understand. So in truth, we do not die? Everything will become clear if you simply ask, who am I? The answer to this question you must come to know if you're to find true happiness and be free from feeling low. So tell me, who am I? Fill in this gap. I have already told you, you're not a body, you are a soul. But I know I have a soul, this much I have been told. And yet I still fear death and worry about becoming old. You said you have a soul, but this I didn't declare. I said, you are a soul. This is what I shared. But what is a soul? A soul is a point of light. It is a child of God that's filled with virtue and might. Embedded within the soul is the memory of what it's known. No two are the same, though they come from the same home. Their home is up above, with God beyond this earth. Although they come here and receive a body through birth, only in a body can a soul experience and express. Depending on its memory, it will be happiness or distress. But please do not worry at all. All will become clear. You will understand the more that you hear. Know your nature's good, though you have a bit of greed and anger and so on. Know that your nature is good with that greed. The greatest irony is you already have what you need. Hearing this piece of wisdom gave me a chill up my spine. I wanted to know more. What was already mine? You spend your life looking for what you already have. It's like you're riding in a car but searching for a cab. You search for peace in nature, in the woods, or at the beach. Sometimes you can feel it, but nature's not always in reach. You search for love in others. You want it from other people. As soon as you feel it, you run to the nearest steeple. But please, listen, peace isn't out there in a bush or a tree, and love isn't found in the people you see. Both are experience that takes place in the mind. It triggered from the outside, then you are in a bind. Now you're dependent on something made of matter. It could be a beautiful scene or someone else's pitter-patter. But what if I told you, you are peace? You are love. Would this not give you the lightness of a dove? For these you need not search. These virtues are in you. But you are many times, not just these two. The angel continued, you are purity, happiness, wisdom, and power. You are the radiance and fragrance of a beautiful flower. But this you don't believe, told that you're less. This falsehood you accept, then everything becomes a mess. I will admit, of course, the vices have taken root, but I know in a second you could give them the boot. If only you realize the vice of ego brings anger, attachment, lust, and greed put your happiness in danger. You don't think you have love or peace within yourself, so your ego quietly says, take it from someone else. All the vices convince you what you need is out there. So you search and you search for as long as you dare. But you already are that for which you long. If you just realize this, you would sing a sweet song, Om Shanti.
Remember, in order for you to reduce your attachment, which complicates your stories in here, any problems you have with anyone, even with yourself, it's all because of your attachment. There might be no problem, but because of your attachment, you've created the story as a problem. So in order to break that, just practice. Practice, practice, practice till you master it. Love everybody the same. Your attachment will reduce, your love will increase, and everything will be good. Take care of yourselves. Lots of love.
Have you been feeling overwhelmed, stressed, out of balance lately? Do you crave for a pocket of peace and tranquility in your busy life, but you struggle to find the time or space? Then we have the perfect solution for you. Meditation on Wheels. It's an RV sanctuary traveling in the metropolitan Washington D.C. area, offering transformative meditation experiences. It's a movable oasis of calm at your doorstep. Book us today to come to your business, school, government space, or event. Why? We bring the calm to you. meditationonwheels.com